Oh, wow. Look at that. Huh. Hello, I'm Mick. I'm on another lazy walk adventure in my hometown of Hobart in Tasmania. And I've decided to do a lazy walk adventure in my hometown because you just go around all the places that you usually go around in your hometown, and there's adventures to be had. Because I went to all these other cities and was like, wow, look at this groovy stuff. But then I don't really look at the groovy stuff in my own city. So that's what I'm trying to do today. This is St. David's Park, built by St. David. St. David's Park is a reasonably popular spot with people. It's like right in the middle of the city. You've got like kind of city there, Battery Point that way, and over here you've got Salamanca Place. So it's kind of right in the hub of where things happen in Hobart. It's got this groovy rotunda. Gets used mainly by drunk people now. The challenge is to climb up that wall and just hang out in the rotunda. I've done it a couple of times in my youth. Is it fun? I don't know. It's just a thing. They used to do like jazz concerts and shit like that here. I don't know if that still happens anymore. I don't get out. I only walk around with a camera like an idiot. Well, there's something I've never noticed before. This in memoriam plaque of someone called Win Stanley. We don't know his first name. That's lost to time now. But who gallantly lost his life in the apprehension of a felon in this city on the night of 29th of August 1843. We don't get sandstone things for people who did gallant things anymore. Is Gallantry dead? Maybe it died with this guy. So St. David's Park, been here since 1926, according to the plaque I read just over here on the rotunda. Or is it a bandstand? I still don't know where one starts and the other one stops. But before it was a park in 1926, this was Hobart's first graveyard. There's still hundreds of people under the ground here, so maybe I should be walking a little bit more delicately. So the gravestones that were part of the graveyard that was here before St. David's Park was built still here. Not all of them, but a lot of them are in these walls here. Because you can see, you know, some of them were just, you know, too fucked up to be used. There's a little metal plaque for some of the ones that couldn't be put in here, I guess. It closed as a graveyard in 1872, I think. I'm not exactly sure. But when the Cornelian Bay Cemetery opened, they just knocked all the headstones down here and piled them up in a corner. I think there's photos of like just stacks of headstones. These headstones that were just lying there and they had all weeds growing up through them and stuff. And then somebody decided to do something cool with it and they made all these walls. It's not funny, but it's interesting. So this is my favourite little headstone. Favourite's probably not the right word, but it does say sacred to the memory of Peter Reed, died 16th of February 1932, aged 1 year. That's really sad, but he wouldn't have been buried here in 1932 because the whole place had been shut down 50 years before then. And next to it, 1838, 1860. So I'm pretty sure this is meant to be 1832, not 1932. Got it wrong by 100 years. Yeah, anyway, we all make mistakes. It's okay. I don't know what this tree's done, but it's been locked up, maybe for its own safety. Maybe it's just to stop it going out and causing havoc in the community, but it's under lock and key and it's going to stay that way. Some of the graves in St David's Park are still here, the well-to-do ones. This is David Collins. He's the guy that came down and took a look at the original sort of settlement and went, this is fucked. We're going to move it over the river and establish Hobart. He still gets a big headstone. Is that what it is? I don't know. It's interesting that even though they cleaned up all the gravestones and put them in a wall and left some of these big important ones in St David's Park, there's still like the odd flagstone just left under a tree. You know, I suppose you can't put in too much effort. This is the most specific gravestone I've ever seen. Elizabeth Kelly departed this life 2nd of July 1831, aged 33 years, 11 months and 15 days. I mean, that's so exact. Why did we need to know? Oh no, John Kelly, it was only 1 day. No, that's pretty sad. 1 month, 11, 5 months. Man, 2 days. Life was pretty tough back then. Bloody hell.